Arsenal Football Club have officially requested to the Premier League that the North London derby is postponed and a decision will be made on Saturday. Steven Bergwijn will be on the bench for Spurs if the game does go ahead at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium Sunday afternoon. Antonio Conte has come out and said all Premier League teams have got the same problems. Tottenham winger Dylan Markanday agrees a Blackburn move for £500,000. Wolves manager Bruno Lage expects and wants to keep Adama Traore at the club this January and has confirmed no official bid has been received. And a former Spurs midfielder has stated it is a no-brainer to go and re-sign Christian Eriksen on a free transfer. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's video, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the transfer news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button and also click that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. So let's start the video by talking about the North London derby due to take place at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium Sunday afternoon, 4:30 p.m. kickoff. Now, the big question at the moment, is this North London derby going ahead or not? Because this is a report from the BBC website and they are stating that Arsenal have requested the postponement of Sunday's North London derby with Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium because of a lack of available players. The Gunners said they have reluctantly taken this step because of injuries, positive COVID-19 cases and players away with their countries at the Africa Cup of Nations. The Premier League board will consider Arsenal's request today on Saturday. There have been 20 Premier League games postponed this season because of COVID-19. Also in this report, it says Premier League rules say a club must play a game if they have 13 outfield players and 1 goalkeeper available. On Friday evening, Arsenal Football Club released the following statement on their website. We can confirm we have made an application to the Premier League for the postponement of Sunday's North London derby against Tottenham Hotspur. We have reluctantly taken this step because we have many players currently unavailable across our squad as a result of COVID, injuries and players away with their countries at the Africa Cup of Nations. We will provide more information as soon as it's available. Now, my thoughts on this, I feel quite annoyed about this, to be honest, and I'm really hoping that this game does go ahead because, you know, for 2 main reasons. One, that Tottenham Hotspur got kicked out of the Europa Conference League only a month ago because we couldn't fulfil the Rennes home game and we had half the squad out with COVID, severe COVID problems. Arsenal have 1 COVID issue in their squad. And the other reason is the fact that it is not Tottenham Hotspur's problem that Arsenal Football Club have lots of injuries, suspensions, players on international duty, players out on loan, players now taking days off for paternity leave as well. You know, that is their problem. They should have drafted in, and they should draft in, a number of under-23 players. I know the Arsenal under-23 team only played last night on Friday evening, but surely, you know, use the unused subs. Use the players from that game to play in this game against Tottenham Hotspur. In my opinion, this game must go ahead, and I'll be very, very disappointed with the Premier League if they postpone this match. So let's talk about one Premier League result from last night and the Premier League games due to take place today and tomorrow. Now, Brighton drew 1-1 at home against Crystal Palace last night. 5 games will take place in the Premier League today because the Burnley v Leicester game has already been postponed. Manchester City will take on Chelsea in the early kickoff. Newcastle will take on Watford. Norwich against Everton. Wolves against Southampton. And in the late kickoff, Aston Villa will take on Manchester United. Now, 3 games will take place tomorrow. Liverpool against Brentford. West Ham against Leeds. And Spurs against Arsenal. Fingers crossed. Now, going into the weekend, Tottenham Hotspur are 6th in the Premier League. We have played 18, we have won 10, we've drawn 3, and we have lost 5. We have a goal difference of +3. We have 33 points. We are only 4 points away from the top 4. West Ham are sitting in 4th. We have 3 games in hand over them. And our North London rivals, Arsenal, are just above us, 2 points above, and we have 2 games in hand over them. Now, assuming that this game does go ahead at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Spurs v Arsenal, I'm going to go for a 2-0 Tottenham Hotspur win. Please do let me know your score prediction in the comments section below. So let's get on to the team news for the North London derby. Tottenham Hotspur head coach Antonio Conte has confirmed that Eric Dier remains unavailable for this game, but Steven Bergwijn should return to the matchday squad. Antonio Conte stated that Eric Dier is suffering a little muscular problem, and he is not fit for the game against Arsenal. He then went on to say Steven Bergwijn has recovered from his injury. He's had 2 training sessions for us, but for sure he is not 100% fit at the moment. But I need him to come onto our bench. I've asked him about his availability for the game against Arsenal. For me, he's an important option after Heung-min Son was injured. Antonio Conte then went on to say we have many injuries. Then there is always the COVID situation every day. You have to check, and sometimes you find it a surprise. But we are preparing for the game against Arsenal. At the moment, all the teams are suffering injury problems, COVID situations, international competition, and Tottenham is the same. We have to try to recover very soon the players who are injured. Antonio Conte then confirmed that the club are checking one situation for COVID-19. He then went on to talk about centre-back Christian Romero and said he is almost ready and he is having parts of training sessions with us now. I think that now we have to be calm and to take the best decision for the player, but he is very close to coming back and playing for us. This is good news. Now, my thoughts on Antonio Conte's comments, I think, to highlight his comments there that he's come out with in this interview. At this moment, all of the teams are suffering injury problems, COVID situations, international competition, and Tottenham is the same. This is exactly why this game should and needs to go ahead. A report has just been published by Lancashire Live, and they are stating that Blackburn Rovers have agreed a deal for Tottenham Hotspur winger Dylan Markanday. Blackburn Rovers have been seeking attacking options, and Dylan Markanday's circumstances have paved the way for a transfer opportunity. Blackburn Rovers have agreed a deal to sign Dylan Markanday from Tottenham Hotspur. Markanday, who has attracted interest from a plethora of championship clubs, is expected to discuss personal terms with a view to completing a permanent transfer from Tottenham. Rovers have been keeping tabs on the 20-year-old for several months with a view to a loan move for the winger, but his current contractual situation has created an opportunity to secure Markanday on a permanent basis. And as reported by Sky Sports and the Daily Mail, Dylan Markanday is understood to have rejected Tottenham's new contract offer, signalling his intentions to play regular first-team football elsewhere. Later on in the report, it says a deal for Dylan Markanday is expected to cost £500,000 up front, with several clauses and performance-related bonuses, including a sell-on percentage. Now, my thoughts on this possible transfer of Dylan Markanday to Blackburn Rovers. I said on the previous video, I'll be absolutely gutted if he does leave. It does look highly likely that this deal is going to be done. A fantastic player for our under-23s. Of course, he made his very brief first-team debut under Nuno Espirito Santo in the Europa Conference League earlier on in the season, away at Vitesse Arnhem as a sub. And of course, he wants first-team football, but he will be really, really missed by the Tottenham Hotspur under-23s because he has set up 2 goals in 3 EFL trophy appearances this season, as well as scoring 12 and assisting 5 more goals in just 14 Premier League 2 appearances for the Tottenham Hotspur under-23s. So he will be greatly missed, and I'm gutted because he is a real future star. He really is. A report has just been published by the Wolverhampton Express and Star, and they are stating that Wolverhampton Wanderers boss Bruno Lage is keen to keep Adama Traore. Lage expects Adama Traore to stay with Wolves this month, as he has revealed that no bids have come in for the Spaniard. The report states the explosive winger has been the subject of transfer speculation, with Tottenham Hotspur reportedly interested in him. Traore has 18 months left on his current deal at Molineux and has been in talks over a new contract for more than a year, but the parties are yet to come to an agreement. Also in this report, it says Bruno Lage insists he wants Traore to stay, and when asked if he expects that this will be the case, the head coach replied with, "Yes, that is in my mind. Nothing changes." He then went on to say, "But this is football. The club has talked with Adama before. I need to understand it is not just about Adama. It is about every player. If it's good for the club and the player, we need to find a different solution. But for now, if you ask me in this moment, I prefer to keep the 4 wingers that I have." Now, my opinion on Bruno Lage's comments there. Now, as I've said many times, particularly in the last few weeks, I'm expecting Tottenham's main business to be done in the summer. However, as a Spurs fan, we really do need signings in this January transfer window. I know it's going to be very hard to get good quality players in January, as it always is. But we need to, try and pull something out of the bag and, try and get 1 or 2 additions in, certainly in this January transfer window to help Antonio Conte out. Former Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Jamie O'Hara has been talking on TalkSport all about former Tottenham Hotspur star Christian Eriksen, and he believes that Spurs should re-sign the midfielder. He said, "I know he left and went to Inter Milan, but he had a terrible situation at the Euros, but he is back fit. He's allowed on a free. It's a no-brainer to try and get him on a free. As long as everything is okay with him, I think it is." Now, my opinion on this, now I'll tell you what, if you can go and get Christian Eriksen on a free transfer, which you can at the moment, and, everything is okay with the insurance, he is absolutely fine to play, everything gets absolutely approved by every governing body, that Christian Eriksen is allowed to come and play professional football again, then it is a no-brainer to get Christian Eriksen back at Tottenham Hotspur. I would love to see Eriksen back in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt. We know on his day he can be a great game changer. We have said for a very long time now, for the last couple of seasons, we don't have enough game changers coming off the bench. So even if Christian Eriksen did come back to Spurs in this January window, even if it was until the end of the season, just to help us out in a few games, to create a goal or 2, to score a free kick, put him on the free kicks, because we don't have a good free kick taker at the moment. I believe that he would be a good addition to this squad, certainly until the end of the season.
Thanks Chris, and hello to everybody watching. I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly Spurs prizes that we run on the site. Some of our previous Spurs prizes range from the likes of signed shirts and boots and mounts from players such as Harry Kane, Son Heung-min and Lucas, right through to club legends like Paul Gascoigne and Jurgen Klinsmann. You can watch the live draws on our Facebook page, and you can go on our site and see the previous Spurs winners, as well as what prizes we have to offer at www.footballprizes.co.uk.
Thanks for watching today's short update. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to this channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button and also click that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and well. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, come on you Spurs.